Hi there, I'm Nicole. I'm coming to you today from my bedroom. Um, I actually made my bed today. I woke up this morning and I've been feeling really sad and depressed and lack of motivation. This whole pandemic thing just, I haven't really gotten out of my robe or shown up or trying to figure out exactly where I'm at. But this morning was different. I woke up and I felt like getting ready, like I'm going somewhere, which I'm not. I made my bed, I put on makeup, and I was feeling pretty good. And then I ended up joining this Facebook Live mindset training through the business of empowering girls. And I just found it absolutely on purpose and in line with a lot of the things that I've been thinking and going through. So that just inspired me to share myself um, with you. But she ended the training with a Marianne Williamson poem that I've heard 100 times, but today I really heard it differently and something just rang differently. So I wanted to share that with you. Our deepest fear, Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is that we are not inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, or fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. You are playing a you playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Um, for a long time, I've spent a lot of my life just watching everything happen, and right now I'm at such a place of realizing the purpose in a lot of it, a lot of the reasons why things happen the way that they have. Um, and I think this whole coronavirus pandemic that's going on is really it's bringing to light, I don't know, to me anyways, that I'm really realizing that nobody has it all together. Like, I look at people and you're on social media and you see all these people with beautiful homes and beautiful kids and they're always doing wonderful things, and why don't I have all of it together? And right now it's like our government doesn't have it together. People, nobody knows what's happening. This is so different than what we're used to, and it's really helping me to realize that I'm not alone and I don't have to have everything all together. um it's okay to just show up and be me. And I've been inspired for a long time to do that, and not always knowing what to do, I'm realizing that that's okay. The biggest thing, like, my whole life has prepared me for this, for where I am right now, and it's beautiful. I my whole life I've kind of been one to have the ability to read people and know where they're at, and not really be part of the conversation, but just sitting back and watching, and realizing when somebody's hearing what the other person is saying or not. And I know when I used to bartend, I would get control of the jukebox a lot, and I put a lot of songs on there that I knew other people liked. And a lot of times, being the bartender, and people would give me money, like, go plug the jukebox. And I assess the situation and who's all here right now, and this person likes this, and playing that good mix of what other people like, um, has just been something that I've been good at. And just this past like week and a half, it's really been, you change the way you look at things, and then the things that you're looking at change. And I think that was from Wayne Dyer, one of his quotes. Um, but I always looked at that as, there's so many amazing people that have been in my life, and just beautiful, amazing people, artists and writers and just amazing people. And I see that in them, and you know, showing up for them and giving them, my true self, really helped them, bloom and thrive. And I've been around these people, watching them grow and do amazing things. And deep down, I've always wondered, like, what's wrong with me? What is my gift? I have no talent. I have nothing but amazing people in my existence. And I mean, not through my whole life, but majority of my time, I've had, just beautiful people around me, and always feeling inadequate, and I'm not good enough. I don't have a talent. I don't have a passion. And realizing just this past week that is my gift. Like, I have this ability to recognize in people what their gifts are, and sometimes they don't even see them. And I've always been very, very open-minded, and looking at things differently, and having the ability to help people really sit in their gifts and help them to shine is what's making me shine. And it was just a great realization that is my gift, and that I do have a gift. And how do I harness that? And it's interesting, because I've been helping so many other people do these things. To be able to do it for myself is a whole different ballgame. And I realize, I take the time, and I go back, and I look at different things that have been said or that I heard, and some of them really stick out to me. And one of them is when I was getting ready for an event, and my daughter was helping me, and she was trying so hard to get something right. And I said, honey, I'm not looking for perfect right now. I'm looking for done. And that was a big, excuse me. Someone overheard me saying that to her, and they said, oh, I really like that. The way that you said that, and the way that they took that with them, and it was brought up again later. And just realizing, how much of an impact you really do have on other people's lives when you show up and you're just yourself. There's that other quote, and I don't know it for sure, but about how, everything, you're moving forward, and none of it makes sense until you look backwards and you look at, oh, now that makes sense. And that's so true in hard times. It doesn't make sense why you're in this moment until you get through it, and you get through the other side, and then you're able to put it all together and realize, oh, that's why that happened. That's why different things occurred the way that they did. And it's just, focusing on getting through that moment, that you don't know. It's okay to not know. You just keep moving forward. It's everybody here is doing the best they can with what they have, with where they're at. And that's a concept that it really felt true to me. And I think of it every day since I heard it. And it gets more truer and truer every time I think of it. That, every situation I've ever been in, I have been doing the best I have, the best I can with what I have, with what I know where I am at that moment. And right now, some of it seems silly and stupid, but looking back, that's the best I could give where I was at. And it's not just me, it's everybody. Every single person on this earth is doing the best that they can with what they know and what they have with where they're at. And grasping that whole concept has just been a total game changer for me. Realizing that it's okay. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to not have it all together, but to just show up anyways. Show up with all of my imperfections. This morning I got an email from someone, and she was responding to the whole pandemic that's going on, and she said she apologized if there's any typos that you see. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to get this info out there. And I thought that was so beautiful. Like, the biggest thing I struggle with is I want everything to be perfect. And if it can't be perfect, I don't do it. I don't want to do it because it's not going to be the way that I want. And I'm really trying hard to get over that and overcoming that. And the only way that I can do that is to show up as my imperfect self and do it anyways. Have the fear, realize the fear is there, and just do it. That's the only way to get over it. And I've really found it very inspiring to me that I look back at things that I've done and I feel almost embarrassed. Like, what was I thinking? Why did I think that was a great idea at the time? But to do that and look at that and then see my growth of where I'm at now is so empowering. Just flipping that lens and looking at the fact that I did the best I could with what I had in that moment, and now where I'm at. Look at me now. I'm in a different place. That's not always great, but it's different, and I've grown and I've changed, and I embrace that. It's okay. We don't have to have it all together. We probably never will. Life is a complete learning experience that everybody's learning, even the person that looks like they have it all together. Oftentimes I find they're the ones who probably don't the most. And I'm choosing to show up in the world as myself, as imperfect as it is anyways. And it's appreciated by lots of people, and I want to lead by example, and I want to show up in that way so others can see that they can do it too. Because as hard as it is, it's so much easier to be yourself and not have the mask or the shame or the fears of being somebody else. You don't have to remember what you said or what you did because you're just you. And it's scary, but it's so much easier. It's so much easier to just be you. And I just want people to understand and to hopefully follow their inspirations and just be you. I started this business, Cusp of Life coaching, and it's starting to evolve into something else. And my openness to be truly helpful in all that I do is, it's okay for me to start something where I think that's where it's going, and for it to blossom and evolve into something else. That's the beauty of life. One of the quotes, I wrote it down here so I could get it right, from Martin Rudy or Root. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but this quote really has inspired me to be all that I am today. And tomorrow it might be someone different, but for now, you have to do it by yourself, and you can't do it alone. And the truth of that just sits with me so beautifully. that I have to do it by myself because I'm the only one here for myself. Um, but I can't do it alone. And embracing that there's so many other people around me that have gifts that I don't, and I have gifts that they don't. And combining all of those things ends up just being beautiful. And I just wanted to share that with you today and hope that you get something out of it, even if it's a little piece. It's just me showing up as me and being there for the world. Thank you. I love you all. Have a good day.